Breaking news: over 70 vigilante members fled dead after bandits ambushed them in Kukawa community, Plateau State. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, lovers of freedom all over the world. Wherever you're joining us from today, you're highly welcome to this wonderful YouTube channel that gives you all the back-to-back news and information on everything with a trend and happening in Biafran territory. Without wasting much of your time, we could go straight up to this one. I have said this: I pity those who are claiming vigilante. I pity those who are claiming vigilante, especially in Biafran land. The other day, how many of them were actually unalived in Biafran land? They were sent to judgment. You cannot fight these people, headers, bokos, people that is being fully funded by the government. Now, even the terrorist zoo army, now then they give them updates concerning anything with the shop. So before you can ambush them, they don't already know what's up. Now then go ambush you. Now then go reverse them for you. And that is why they continue to buy people. So if you are coming out to claim that you want to fight and then against these people without joining the right group to do that, so far you're working with the zoo government, whether as a vigilante, whether as a state actor or a non-state actor, you are in trouble. You can never survive it. Now let us go straight up to this one, because bandits don't knock 70 members of the vigilante group. They don't knock them notoriously as the matter they be. But this one happened for Plateau State, but no forget the one way happened for Biafran land, where the resistant fighters, were able to annihilate these people and dealt with them notoriously. But make we go Plateau, make we give you update, make we come link and back to the atrocities where Musa they do. At least 70 members of a vigilante group were on Monday unalived after bandits ambushed them at the Kukawa and Bunyun communities of Kanam local government area of Plateau State. Chairman of the vigilante group in Kukawa, Alifu Bafa, who confirmed the incident, said the surprise attack on his team happened when a combined team of vigilante from different formations in Wasi local government area were on their way to identify bandits' hideouts. Narrating how the attack occurred, Bafa said the team ran into an ambush set up by the bandits, who were armed with sophisticated weapons and opened fire on them, buying or sending over 70 of them on, to judgment on the spot. So they were ambushed and over 70 were unalive. Who gave out the information? Who is giving these people sophisticated weapons? These are the questions that these people must continue to answer or ask themselves before joining the zoo army. Let us continue, because we have a very important news, on this so-called criminal that they call, what is that his name again, this presidential Reno Mokiri. He made a very critical statement that Biafrans must address against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We'll be giving you that news later on, but let us round up with this. The vigilante chairman added that by the evening of the day, they had conducted a mass burial for the deceased, but feared there could still be more dead bodies in the bushes, as quite a number of his members are still missing and unaccounted for. Look at how young men are destroying their life, all in the name of working with the zoo government. We continue. The clash occurred just a kilometer away from the main Kukawa town when the bandits ambushed the vigilante team as they were hiding to a bandits hideout located in the government reserve forest, popularly known as Madam Forest, which shares border with Bauchi and Taraba State, Bafa said. We have buried over more than 70 in Kukawa alone, but it is likely that more bodies could be recovered from either side. Our men were overwhelmed by the bandits who carried superior weapon, he added. Musa Ibrahim, a resident of Bunyanyalum Ward, Basha District, was a local government area, said the bandits attacked the community and sent about 10 vigilantes to Judgement, who were providing security in the area. Now the big question is still, who gave out the information about their hideout? There is a mole who gave out the information about these people. Yes, but it is not something we actually want to delve into, because when we keep on talking about it, and then the painful part of it is that innocent young men, vibrant young men at that, are paying with their lives for doing nothing, only for the fact that they only decided to work with the zoo government, which is a biggest mistake ever made. On other news today, Nnamdi Kanu murdered over 50 soldiers, 24 policemen ordered burning down of Lagos, Omokri alleges. You see, this Reno Omokri has to be taught a lesson before he stops saying a lot of things. In this kind of thing, what if this country is a sound country, a sane country, this kind of people should be arrested for them to come out with their evidence, and give their reasons why you will allege something as critical as this. Reno Omokri needs to be taught a very big lesson. That is why he is attracting the highest number of hate, because this is a man who is driven by power and money. He has nothing to give. This is a shameless man who even people shouldn't even be talking about. But this news needs to get to the ears of every Biafran so that they will know the kind of idiot this man is. The news in detail. Reno Omokri, social media commentator, a very jobless man and former presidential aide, has alleged that Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, ordered the unaliving of over 50 soldiers, 24 policemen and many civilians in the southeastern geopolitical zone. Omokri spoke on Wednesday during an interview on Channels TV when he was reacting to a comment by Peter Obi, former governor of Anambra State, who stated that the ongoing trial of Nnamdi Kanu doesn't make sense. Omokri claimed that he has video evidences of the IPOB leader directing his supporters to carry out the heinous crime. So why didn't he come out in court with his evidences against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? But let us continue, because you don't want to hear the reason yet. He also alleged that the video Kanu ordered that Lagos State should be burnt down. Countering Peter Obi's assertion, Omokri justified the trial of Kanu, questioning why the former presidential candidate allegedly failed to condemn the activities of IPOB and unknown gunmen in the southeast. He said, Peter Obi said the trial of Nnamdi Kanu does not make sense. Listen, I have a video which we cannot play here because of the BBC. You heard him telling his supporters to unalive soldiers, burn down Lagos. After that video, do you know how many soldiers died in the southeast? Over 50 died. As a matter of fact, there was an army couple that were unalive and beheaded in Imo State. 160 police stations were burnt down in the southeast because of IPOB. Unknown gunmen and ESN attacked them and unalived 24 policemen. You see, this man needs to be, sent. Let me not even he needs to be sent to judgment because of, the way he comes out to throw lies and jab at Biafra and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is the same man. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arrested initially, he came out and cried, saying the government has no reason to arrest Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for speaking out. But because of he is working with the Tinubu's administration, you know, all the atrocities and lies you see on social media, this man is always defending him. And that is why I keep on saying, until something happens to him, then he will understand it's not just about coming out on social media to say trash. Thank you once again for joining us. We will be giving you more news as it comes and things happening in Biafran territory. God bless you.